video, I'm going to try to show you everything you need to know about setting the machine up and a little bit of maintenance along the way that you have to do. When you get the machine, first thing you need to do is mount it on a table or something. Get as solid as you can get it. The more solid, the better. You can mount it on a board that's a couple of foot long, but it's not as good as having it solid on a table where you can work it. So that's up to your choice. Now, when you get the machine, mount it on your board or table with these 4 screws that are provided, just like you see it here. Now this board, I'm not shipping this board in them anymore. So the little thing was just unnecessary. And once you get that done, then you screw this handle in, which is, pretty obvious. Screw that in. When you get it screwed in, there's a jam nut right there. Tighten that jam nut, and then that keeps that handle from working loose. Now, as soon as you get that done, the handle's in. Pull this handle down and pull this Carter key out of that hole right there. Right there. A little Carter key comes out. When the Carter key comes out, then it'll let this slide bar come forward, and the machine then is ready to use, except for a little bit of servicing. That's all there is to the installation. It can't get any easier than that. But there's a couple of things that are really critical. One of them being just regular old cup grease. This cam right here, where it lifts this lever, that's metal to metal, and it has to have grease. There should be some grease on it whenever it gets there, but don't depend on that. But get the grease in there, and seems like when they're new, before that plating wears off and everything, they just seem like they just eat grease. So every 10 or 15 minutes, put a little bit more grease on there. Just stick that right up in there between that lever. Swipe it down like this. Put the grease on there. You can't put too much. Now, actually, once you get grease on there, a lot of times it's just going to be a matter of squeezed off to the side, and you just brush it back on. You don't have to add new. And then when your handle's forward, you need to come back here with it sticking straight forward like that. Put some grease right there, because that spot, when it goes forward, comes in here. As you can see, it works this lever, and as it pushes that lever, it moves the slide bar back in, which lets the bottom ram come down. This is how the whole machine works. Very, very easy, very efficient. A very powerful machine. Now there are 2 other spots that will need just a little bit of service, and one of them you can see where this lever works this top ram down, where it touches it in there. That will need grease occasionally, but every month or something like that would be all. And the easiest way to do it is pull this handle forward, put a wrench in there so that ram can't come back up, and then you've got a gap in here on top of this. You can put a little bit of grease on that. It's real simple. And then the only other thing is there are the bearings that the camshaft turns in. There's a little hole right here on top, and there'll be one over on the other side. And whenever you do this, put a couple of drops of oil in here. It's very simple. And that's pretty much all there is to that. One real important thing is this slide bar must stay dry. You don't want to ever get in. You don't even want any water on it. It'll slip with anything. It gets slick, and then you try to crack a nut and it'll slip. Now, if you ever do, and I've had a few people, not thinking, just jump in there and throw some grease on it. If it gets on there, it may take quite a chore to get it off, but it can be done. If that does, you just take this bottom ram out, clean it off real good, and try to clean in there with your fingers. And that may just stuff a rag in there, may or may not get it. If it don't get it, then what, as a last resort, you may have to do, take just a pair of pliers, grab hold of that spring, remove the spring, and take that spring, take that pin out of the middle, that right there, And this is not going to happen to most people. There won't be one in a couple of 300 that this will happen to. And when that happens, oh, I've got a wire back here I've forgotten about on. This is an experimental model that I've been playing with. And okay, now that we got that out of the way, this will come on out of here. You can take it out the back, clean it off real good, turn it around, slide it back in place, and it's that simple. Slide the springs back on it. So I just wanted to show that to you. It's a rare thing that we ever have that happen, but this way you come to the video and know everything you need to know about this machine. And if there's ever a problem with anything, you don't hesitate to get on our website and let us know. And we're going to be there for you, I guarantee it. Thank you.